Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter. In the last class, we have completed all the 34 shlokas. Therefore, today I will give you the summary of this 9th chapter. As usual, I am giving to all the other chapters. In this chapter, the first 3 shlokas, number 1 to 3, is talking about the subject matter of this particular chapter. That means Avatarika, introduction like. And while giving this introduction, Bhagavan himself given the title to this chapter, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. The first shloka is also considered as the Pratigna Shlokam, because Lord is promising that the knowledge which I am going to teach you, Arjuna, how this is greatest and rarest. Raja Vidya means greatest knowledge. Raja Guhya means the rarest knowledge. The reason is, Bhagavan says that why it is called greatest knowledge, because it is going to give the moksha, the highest purushartha out of the 4 purusharthas. It is rarest because very few people only will opt for this. All cannot, very few will come, very few will understand, and very few will realize, use this knowledge. So let us just read the first shloka, being it is a Pratigna shloka. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam Tute Guhyatamam Pravakshamyanasuyave Gnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yasgnatva Mokshase Shubhat. You will be relieved. Pravakshami, which is consistent of the Gnana Vijnanam. Yajgnatva, by knowing which you will be liberated. Mokshase Ashubhat, from the sinful, inauspicious Ashubhat. Therefore, Bhagavan given this title Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam in the second shloka. There he says that it is Pavitram and it is Susukam. It is purer than the purest and it is easier than the easiest. That Pratyaksha Avagamam, it is a direct experience knowledge. So in this way, the introduction given to this chapter by the Lord itself in the first to third shloka. Then from 4th to 10th shloka, the main teaching of this chapter is to reveal the Ishvara Swarupam. What is the real nature of the Ishvara? So Lord gives this teaching based on the Upanishadic statements. indirectly, because those words comes in each shloka, which are uttered by the Upanishads also. The first point Lord enumerates that Ishvara is the nature of the pure existence, the Sat. And when Lord said like that, Ishvara is the pure Sat existence, we must recollect what we have studied before, the five principles of this existence or consciousness. Sat, Chit, both are one and the same. What are the five principles? Consciousness or this existence is not a part or product or property of this body, or in that matter any of the matter. Consciousness existence principle is not a part or property or the product of the matter, and this consciousness is an independent entity which pervades in the whole universe in this body and enlivens the body. And this consciousness or existence is not limited by the boundaries of this body. It is beyond. And fourth point is, even this body gets destroyed, but the existence consciousness will continue to exist. It will continue to exist. The last and fifth point is, being there is no any media, after once this media, the body gets destroyed, the consciousness existence it cannot express, therefore we cannot access. So it is not accessible without the medium of the body. So these are the five principles we have to remember about this existence and consciousness. Of course, Lord taught here with his own words differently. And this whole teaching is also based on the mainly Chandogya Upanishad, 5th chapter, Sad Vidya. Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asit. Based on that Sat only now I explained in 5 points. Now the summary of the teaching here of this topic from 4th to 10th shloka. What Lord is saying there? I am the pure existence. I am the pure existence, all pervading. Sarvagataha. Number one principle, Sarvagataha, all pervading. If you see from the 4th sloka onward, these words you can find there. Maya tadamidam sarvam. That is the main thing, Sarvagataha. Then, second principle, Lord says that, of course, here he is addressing himself and presenting himself as the total Brahman Paramatman, not as the Maya Manusha Veshadhari Krishna. Therefore, he addressed himself in the first person, I am the pure existence. Now, When I hear the teaching, I must also able to say and recognize I am the pure existence, all pervading Sarvagataha. Then, as the existence, I am not perceptible to the senses or the mind without this body. Just now I told no in the fifth principle above. I am not perceptible by the sense organs or the mind. Therefore, Lord uses the word in the same fourth shloka, avyaktaha, the second principle. One is sarvagataha and second is avyaktaha. Then third, he says that I am the supporter of everything in the form of this Sat. As existence, I am the supporter of the everything. That means aham adhishtanam. Ahameva adhishtanam. Supporter. Here only when Lord expressing this idea, he made a contradictory statement. मस्तानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः न च मस्तानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. All the beings are in me, but I am not in them. And to say, in fact, I am also not in them. So, this contradiction we have analyzed at that time. So, third point is adhishtanam. Then fourth, he says, even though I am the supporter of this entire Namarupa Prapancha in the form of this Sat existence, but I am not attached. I am not entangled by any of these actions, whatever is happening here. I am asangaha, fourth principle. That means Srishti, Sthiti, Layas of these all the worlds happening in me, because of me, through my Maya Shakti, but I am not get affected or touched by any of those actions and the Namarupa Prapancha. How? In what way? Lord Himself gives the example that like a space, Yadhakashasthito nityam vayus sarvatra go mahan. I'm just reminding the sloka line, that's it. But we must remember these points. So, 5 principles. Four he said. Now the fifth one is, I am using Prakriti as the basic material, as the seed source. I only create and sustain and destroy. That means what? He said, aham asangaha, to say that I am the karta, I am the doer of all these things by using the basic material Prakriti, but I am not touched by it. I am not get affected in any way. So karta, aham karta. But when a jiva we say I am karta, I am the doer, we are binding by that action. Karta bhavana, it binds us. But same Ishvara, when Lord is also saying that I am karta and he is doing, but he is not affected, binded by these karmas. Then finally, sixth point, he says that therefore, all these karmas done by me, they were not binding me, because being I am udasinavadasinah. I am just asaktam teshu karmasu. I am indifferent to them. That means they were not creating any kind of impurity, disturbance in me. Therefore, I am Niranjanaha. Asanga itself is enough, but clearly Bhagavan says that Niranjanaha. Either Desha, Kala, Vastu, Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata, any kind of these differences or anything cannot touch me, affect me. So in this way, this is the real nature of the Ishvara. See how clearly Bhagavan says. If you are able to understand these words and assimilate and apply, then you will see the joy in the life, in the world. Then the third topic. So far, two topics I said 1, 2, 3, introduction, Pratigna Shloka, then title of the chapter. Then second topic is Ishvara Swarupa, the real Ishvara Swarupa description from 4 to 10. Now the third topic is what is the cause of the samsara of the jiva and his troubles and his struggles. What is the cause? In 11th and 12th shlokas, Bhagavan says this point. Generally, in this world, everyone is attracted by my Prakriti because Prakriti show the variety and beauty and novelty. Because of these three things, Prakriti projecting and showing, all are gets attracted to them. But they were not able to see the defects in it. In spite of, I told that dukkha doshanudarsanam. See, there is a defects in this. You use it. You enjoy, use it. Enjoy legitimately, but don't get caught up and don't take it as real. When you take it as real, then you are bound by all those objects. What are the defects? We said three specialities: variety, novelty, and beauty. But the defects are they are uncontrollable, and second, unpredictable, unsustainable. Yes or no? We have no any control on this Prakriti, whatever is happening. In the name of science or any yoga, this I did, I controlled how much and how far. You are very limited. You are means living in this body as the jiva and thinking that I can control. It is only imagination, whether scientist or anybody. These efforts not going to yield any real fruit. So you will be deceived. You will become utterly failure and miserable because of uncontrollable, unpredictable, unsustainable, and you want to work on them. You want to work on such a project? It is like this. Okay. If you now, how to deal with this, such a kind of this world Prakriti? Use it, but by holding the support, taking the support of the Ishvara. So the reason is suffering of the jiva, samsara is Ishvara Ajnanam eva samsarasya karanam. Ishvara Ajnanam eva samsarasya karanam. Not knowing the Ishvara Swarupam, not holding on and depending on the Ishvara. Therefore, the Lord says, hold on to the Purusha Tattva or Chaitanya Tattvam, not to the Prakriti Tattvam. Prakriti Purusha both are appearing and living, existing together. Separating them and seeing the existence and Ishvara, difficult. Lord himself said it is avyaktam. But in spite of it is avyaktam, with your viveka and vairagya on the prakriti, viveka about the purusha, then you will be freed from the samsara. This is only Bhagavan said, they don't know me. Avajananti mam mudhaha. Avivekis, foolish people. Manushim tanum ashridam. Being I am assumed this human body, and they think that I am a son of the Vasudeva, Yashoda, Devaki, but they don't know about the my param bhavam न जानन्तः ajanantah. So that is the problem. That is the problem. We may have the devotion, we may believe in the Lord, we may worship the Lord, but our sufferings are not ending. We are not able to lead the life in a peaceful, happy, secured manner. These three are not, we keep on searching for peace and happiness and security. The reason is this. Not only that, this mudhaha, not knowing me in a real sense, these foolish avivekis, ignorant people, they are not only ignorant, they were arrogant also. What is their lot? What is their way of lifestyle behavior? Moghasha mogha karmanaha mogha gnana vichetasah राक्षसीमासुरीं चैव प्रकृतिं मोहिनीं श्रिताः. See, मोहिनीं प्रकृतिम् आश्रिताः. Therefore, their behavior is all meaningless, useless desires. That means temporary, unpredictable, unsustainable, uncontrollable, and their actions are also useless and meaningless, and therefore their understanding also useless and meaningless. In this way, their behavior is like a devils and demons. So he said this is the cause. Now, what is the remedy? In the fourth topic, the remedy to samsara or the suffering of the jiva, Bhagavan gives as a fourth topic from 13th to 19th shloka. 13th to 19th shloka. There he called them Vichetasaha, Mudhaha, Asuri Bhava Ashritaha, like this. Now here, the other side, there is a wise person. Mahatmanastu mam pardha daivim prakrutim ashritaha. The wise people, Mahatmas, they take support of me. dive in. Who is the Lord of the Prakriti? Who is the controller of the Prakriti? That Purusha, Chaitanyam, they depend on me. They take support of me, shelter of me. And they lead their life. Bhajanti Ananya Manasaha. Then there is no any doubt about this in their mind. And they will ultimately come to know me, my real nature, and in this way they lead their life in a very, very dedicated manner and with the devotion. They convert their duties into devotion and do. And so Lord explained about the that those people, but in that these who are holding on to me, this holding on is very, very important. The support. One or two examples I will give, you will understand. The roller coaster, or we can't see in our country often that in a small mini size, but in a big, big Disneyland or like that big exhibitions in the some other places, you will see the roller coaster, like a big giant wheel, we call here simply, but that is very funny, tough journey. A small seaters will be there, like a train that goes into the height, immediately comes very down and take a left, right, and all these things, and with a super fast speed. For fun sake, people will sit in it to ride for a few minutes, and it will go almost, it will make you to tilt right or left, and it will take you to the top. You will become ups and down. But if you want to sit in such a roller coaster, you need to have a strong support and the hold. They will keep you belts. Even it goes to the upside down, you won't fall down. So they'll put a belt on your legs and shoulders, and front they will give you a nice strong rod to hold. So by holding this support, you ride, you enjoy. But there also head will reel and stomach will becomes upset and all things will happen in this world also. Or another example used to give that in Rishikesh or Haridwar, you want to take the bath in the Ganges water, and Ganges is flowing very fast with high speed, and undercurrent flow will be there. So in the bathing ghats, they construct a strong cement pillars or iron rods and put a chain in that. So you hold on to the chain and then dip your head into the Ganges. Otherwise, if you do without any support because of that inner current of the water, you will be taken into the ocean. Therefore, we must be very careful. Okay? How much you are great devotee and how much you have love on Ganges, mother, all that, but you need to hold on. In the same way, in this Prakriti, Maya Prapancha, Namarupa Prapancha, you live. Use this Prakriti and material world as a sadhanam for you, but you have to reach and attain the God. So hold on to the God. Let your mind fix on the God. Now, to say this, Bhagavan, in this 13th to 19th slokas between Ishvara Bhakti And Gnanam, Ishvara Gnanam, Ishvara Bhakti is the solution for get rid of from this suffering of the samsara. Now that is told in the 3 steps. We can call them as like this: Karma Lakshana Bhakti. In Bhakti itself, gradations, 3 steps. Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Through Karma Yoga, there also have the devotion, Karma Lakshana Bhakti. And gradually, after doing that, living in that, after some time, you become much more mature and you will more focus on the Upasana Lakshana Bhakti. That means rather than physically oriented, you will do your devotion more mentally oriented. And finally, there also, after you become matured, you have to come to the 3rd stage, Gnana Lakshana Bhakti. To say in a simple words about these 3 steps, here what Lord expressed is, because of the sadhana bheda, there is a darshana bhedam also. Darshana means philosophy or understanding, your vision about it, because of the sadhana. Now, what Lord said, these 3 things in His own words simply. First, start with the Ekarupa Bhakti. Ekarupa Bhakti. And in this Ekarupa Ishvara Darshana Bhakti, that is Rama, Krishna, Devi, Ganesha, like this, it is called Purana Bhakti otherwise. This is where every one of us has to start. That is the way. In that you grow. In that you grow. Ekarupa. So for me, this is Krishna is the Lord. For me, Rama is the Lord. And my Lord's temple is idol. All that is one, Ekarupa. But it is not complete. It is only a starting step. Now, in this, there is a problem. When you are stuck up and make yourself limited to this only Ekarupa Bhakti, you will have a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings about the other gods, other religions, and all this. So your mind has not expanded beyond that. But Lord said that my Swarupam is Sarvagataha, Avyaktaha, Adhishtanam, and Asangaha, Niranjanaha. Like this, that is my real Swarupam. But for your convenience, I allow you to make me limited only in this temple, limited in your house, only in this form, like that. But whatever the form Lord took and came as the avatara, but that particular shariram, that avatara got over, finished. He disappeared. Disappeared where? That also you must know properly. He didn't appear really as though he appeared and as though he disappeared. See, everything is happening like in the dream. But instead of that, we imagine again as the basic teachings of the Puranas teaches to a lower level of bhakti people, like children, to the children. Then the Lord went to the Vaikuntha. Lord went to the some other place, Gokulam, like Saketam. If you like that, he came from there and he went there. He is limited to that place. And he came in particular period of time, 5,500 years back, right from now if you calculate. Then he become limited to the time. So he become limited to the desha and he become limited to the kala. A thing which is limited by the desha and kala, how it can be a infinite? Is the question. So Lord himself clarifying that by saying this point. So they are worshipping me. First, ekarupa vivid ekattvena ekattvena pruthakttvena bahuda vishvato mukam. So then you have to graduate and promote yourself to the second level, Aneka Rupa or Vishwarupa Bhakti. Aneka Rupa or Vishwarupa Bhakti. So, Vishwarupa Ishvara Darshana Bhakti. That is, your mind is expanded now. Everything you see Vishwarupam. The Vishwam itself is God. That's why Vishwam Vishnurvashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Vishnu Sahasranama. That's why Om Sahasrasirsha Purushaha Purusha Suktam. Therefore, this whole universe is nothing but the form of the Lord. In Gita also we are going to see in the 11th chapter Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yogam. So when you expanded your mind like this, you need not to struggle by standing 4 hours in the queue in the some pilgrimage place of Sri Rangam or Tirupati or somewhere. What 4 hours? Sometimes half day you have to wait. And with all that struggle and the strain, you go inside in front of the Lord. They will just hold on your shoulder and hand and jaragandi, jaragandi. Keep move, keep move. Yes, they will push you like that. But when you develop the devotion of the Vishwarupa, Bahurupa Bhakti, Aneka Rupa. Bahurupa Bhakti means it is not a Vyabhicharani Bhakti. This is a maturity actually. But these sectarian people, if anybody worships two types of gods, or if anybody following one particular branch of bhakti cult, if he go to the even same god but in the other town and worship there, also they object. Then what to say about if a Vishnu Bhakta goes to the Shiva temple in Kartika Masam and worships on Sivaratri or like that? They hate it. They object it. Then you are very much narrow-minded. You are becoming so fanatic-like. But here see the easiness and the benefit of this. You can see any tree and consider him as Lord. You can see any mountain, consider it as a Lord. You can see the sky and consider it as a Lord. Ocean. Then slowly, slowly come to small. Why you are telling all only the natural big things, sir? Because your mind should become more expansive. Then apply the same thing in a small ant also, in a big elephant also, in every human being. They are nothing but the Ishvara itself. Ishvara itself. Then where you have to go and where you have, how much struggle you have to do, how much strain, how much money you have to spend. See what a relief. It doesn't mean that I am not saying that you should not go to the Tirupati or the any other Punya Kshetra. That you do as your sadhana, as a pilgrimage is a kind of sadhana. When you understand the real devotion and able to see the Lord presence everywhere, Of course, that particular place is having the Sthala Mahatmyam and all that you appreciate. We don't say that they are all bluff, they are all correct. But don't make in the name of that particular place and that particular Lord your mind narrow. A narrow minded person, how he can comprehend the infinite? Infinite. As long as you are confined to the finite, you are in samsara. Your sufferings won't end. You may feel satisfied yourself, but at the heart of the heart, you ask, are you really relaxed? Are you really relieved? Are you really peaceful, happy, and free from the inner enemies? Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. If that happened, means it's well and good. But it won't happen in the Ekarupa Bhakti. That is only for a certain period in the beginning stage. So this second stage is evolving to the higher progress. And then that is also not complete. Now you have to come to the third stage. The third stage is called Arupa Bhakti. God doesn't have form. Just now he himself told, I am not perceptible. I am Sat existence and I am the consciousness. Arupa Bhakti. That means Lord is not even this changing world. In second stage we said see the world as the Lord. But world is keep on changing constantly. Jagat itself is Jayati Gacchati, comes and goes. Okay? Prapancham, Prakarsanena, Pancha Pancha Vidham Bhavati. So therefore, this world is a constant changing phenomenon. It is a constant under the flux. Then how you can take that as the God? So there is something which you have to comprehend and understand in your intellect, the Arupa Bhakti. This happens only by the Jnanam. That's why the three I told no, Karma Lakshana Bhakti, Upasana Lakshana Bhakti, Jnana Lakshana Bhakti. That applies to these three, Ekarupa Bhakti, Anekarupa Bhakti and Arupa Bhakti. So, Lord is not this changing Nama Rupa Prapancha, but He is the changeless existence supporting this changing Namarupa Prapancha. Namarupa Prapancha, the changing phenomena, it is like that the unchanging screen supports all the pictures which falls on it. So without the support of the screen, you cannot see the picture, cinema. But these pictures, sceneries keep on change, but the screen be like that, but it supports. Without that screen, these pictures cannot stand anywhere. In that way, we have to understand. Now, after this, the next fifth topic, Bhagavan started telling about the Sakama Bhakti. Now, he wants to divide this three types of people, three types of Bhakti and all that into two. One is Sakama, another is Nishkama. First, he talks about the Sakama Bhakti. In 20th and 21st shloka, Bhagavan tells about the Sakama Bhakti 2021st. There only three Vedas and whatever the Vedas said, those karmas, all that they perform, and they will acquire the merit and they will go to the different lokas. They enjoy them, and then, but once when they gets exhaust their punyam of the Sakama Bhakti punyam, and they will come back down to the Etam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam Shine punye martyalokam vishanti. In this way, again they will born here and again they have desires. Because of the desire karma, they will do the action karma. Because of the actions karma, again they will acquire punya papa and get the janma. Though Kama, karma, janma, kama, karma, janma. This cycle continues. They never know what is the truth. So this is the samsara. So Sakama Bhakti is there, good. They were astikas, good people, dharmic people, fine. But Sakama Bhakti also, how long you will be in the Sakama Bhakti? It is again pushing you into the down. Again you may go up, again come down. It is continue this cycle of birth and death. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani chatare shayanam. Iha samsare bahudustare, krupaya pare, pahi murare, bhajagovindam. So Shankara said in the Bhajagovinda. So Sakama Bhakti and that means in the Sakama Bhakti they will go through the Dharma, Artha and Kama lifestyle, and slowly then they evolve in course of time. They must also they must know it. Nishkama Bhakti is the supreme Bhakti, superior, and they get the lessons in the life. In course of time, they will fed up and they will themselves say, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamaya nasti akruta krutena, as Mundakopanishads. By observing this world, the life, past experiences, you will get the viveka and vairagya. They will come in course of time. It depends upon if you get a satsang and shravanam and guru, quickly you will get. But generally for many people, even if they grow old, they gone through all the ups and downs of the life, they saw that there is no any meaning in it. Many millions of the animals and creatures are living and dying one day. So, by God's grace, by Ishwara's Krupa, they will turn into the Nishkama Bhakti. That is the sixth topic. Bhagavan talked about it from 22nd to 29th shloka. Very beautiful, important shlokas. 22nd shloka is a very popular, important shloka. Ananyāścintayanto māṁ ye jana pariyupāsate yeshāṁ nityābhiyuktānāṁ yogakshemam vahamyaham. I am not just going to tell any meaning it, I connect the topic. In this 22nd to 29th, when Lord explaining about it, he says this Nishkama Bhakti alone makes you to reach me, because you are asking something other. In Nishkama Bhakti, also you are asking what? You are asking only the source, only the Ishvara, me. Therefore, by reaching me, you are your life is fulfilled. Reaching me is very difficult? No, no. In fact, you reaching the other lokas and getting the blessings of the other gods, you need to do lot of karma kanda, lot of with restrictions. This is the law. Any sakama kriya involves with 101 rules and regulations. Otherwise, you won't get the phalam. But when you come to the Nishkama Bhakti, Nishkama Upasana, here it will helps to give you the Jnanam also, and it is very easy also. So mainly Bhagavan wants to highlight the Saulabhyam, the facility, easiness of reaching me is very, very simple rather than going to other lokas, Swargam, Pitrulokam, this lokam, that lokam. Very difficult. You need to do lot of tapas, you need to do lot of karmakanda or this. But people again, they won't vote for me. I am freely available. But they will go there. Yanti Devavratan Devan. But to come to me, very simple, Arjuna, I am telling you, these two are important shlokas, at least in this 9th chapter. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, anyhow, you know. Another this Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhaktupahrutam Ashnami Prayatatmanah. The next sloka also. Yat karoshi yadashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat yattapasyasi kaunteya tatkurushvamadarpanam. These are the main principles. Simple. Lord says, I don't want any big things. I am not asking you to do give me anything big. You just offer yourself to me. You have a unconditional love on me. In this way, Bhagavan, if they do like that, they are in me, I am in them. That means there is no difference for them and me. E bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. What bhaktya? This kind of bhakti. Unconditional, undesired bhakti. Maite teshu chapyaham. They are in me, I am in them means they and me are not separate. That is the Mahavakya Upadesha. And after that, as a sixth topic, in the same point, Bhagavan, I will tell you the examples. You don't have any doubt in this. I am not simply joking or telling lightly. Those who have done the sins in this life, leading a sinful life, but till date, if they turn this movement towards me and seeks me alone, they become the Dharmatma and Sadhu. Then all their sins I will take care. I will make them to wash away in course of time. Then another who did the sins in the last life because of that sinful actions. Now in this life they born as the Papa Yonis. Bhagavan mentioned three things: Stri, Vaishya and Shudra. I told elaboratedly about it. There is no any partiality of telling these three words. It is a state of the mind. is the state of the mind. Three obstacles. This type of mentality mind is an obstacle for the to the bhakti. Therefore, but the remedy for them also, those are done since last life, but in this life they are in the Papa Yonis. One is three women mentioned for the emotional attachment. It is one obstacle. And Shudra is a Tamoguna, another obstacle, laziness. And Vaishya, Rajoguna, materialistic mentality. Then Lord says, even though they were like that, but if they start doing the bhakti, they want me, if they seeks me, they are also, I accept them. See? And not only that, further he says that who are did merits and a lot of sadhana in the past life, and they are now born as the yoga bhrashtas. This yoga bhrashta topic told in the previous other chapter. Okay? शुचीनां श्रीमतां देहे योगभ्रष्टो विजायते अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम्. He mentions about, he called those yoga bhrashtas or who did the punya karmas or sadhana. Here Bhagavan says brahmana in 33rd verse. So like that, after saying these points, Lord said under the topic of this glory of the devotion or the easiness, sulabhatvam of the devotion. So 30th to 34th, 33rd shloka is these three things are mentioned, who are done sins in this life, who done the sins in the last life, or who not able to complete their sadhana and become successful totally, even for them also. This devotion, if they start, easily they can progress and evolve themselves, and they can attain the final beatitude of the life, the moksha parabrahma gnanam. Now, to do this, Arjuna, I will give you finally a 5-point program. Okay? You remember this and follow this. What is that 5-point project program for Bhakti? Bhagavan said, very important shloka, this also. Manmana bhava mad bhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam Yuktvavam Atmanam Matparayanaha. I told in the last class to put these words in one particular order and the sequence, you will get a correct uh, scheme of the practice. One is Matparayanaha Bhava. You keep me as your goal. But that is not enough. Just you kept me as a goal, but don't forget that. Therefore, manmana bhava. Keep on remember that goal. Okay, I kept the goal, Lord as the goal, and I remember also, but I am not doing any practice. I am not striving to improve my devotion, increase my devotion. Therefore, madbhaktaha bhava. Intensify your devotion day by day, gradually. So, matparayana bhava, manmana bhava, madbhaktaha bhava. Sir, while leading the normal, common, material life, how is it possible? all the time keeping the mind on the Lord and all the time go. My dear, as you learned this, after learning the cycling, you do the cycling naturally without remembering, and you by talking to your friend and you go. Yes, many times you will do, because that is happening. Like that, your actions, let them go naturally, spontaneously as offering to me. Madhyaji, Yajana Shila, all your actions, whatever you do, your personal life or job, business, anything, family, all are you just offered to me. Offer to me, think that, remember that you are doing for me, for my sake. Then, while doing this, any of these things, you should not have any pride or the ego sense. So, for that sake, one side of the mind corner, you surrender to me, the Almighty. Namaskuru. So your ahankara won't become strong. So in this way, you follow this five-fold program, then you will very quickly, achirenati gacchati, very in a short time, you will attain the goal, the fulfillment. So in this way, very beautifully, this Rajavidya Rajakusha Yogam chapter is completed. ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे राजविद्या राजगुह्ययोगो नाम नवमोऽध्यायः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। हरि ओम तत्सत्।